On Wednesday, Governor Scott Walker was summoned to the Assembly Republican Caucus. He was in there for over an hour and a half and had little to say when he left.
Well, I'm off to judicial interviews right now, but we'll talk to you soon.
One area of concern for the governor is that the legislature could pull transportation out of the budget and deal with it as separate legislation. So Governor Walker came up here to Neenah to talk about what would happen to major projects like 441 if the legislature doesn't act on transportation.
If a resolution could not be met, and that meant that the base budget stayed as is, that obviously would be of grave concern, not just to me, but I think to others here and across the state, without an increase. So if it stayed at the same level it is right now in the current biennial budget, the major projects would see about a 45% reduction, and there would be no increase for local governments. To me, that's just unacceptable.
The legislature tossed out Walker's transportation budget last month, but the governor still stands by it.
This puts the most amount in for local road aids for bridges and roads than ever before. It puts the most in for state highway rehabilitation. It keeps all the active majors, like this one behind me, on track.
He continues to say he will veto any gas tax or fee increase.
Well, I made it clear. To me, if a gas tax increase was included, or any sort of an increase on whether it's called a gas tax or it's an increase on the taxes paid on gasoline, fuel at the pump, to me that's unacceptable, and I made that clear. I just don't think we need to do that in a budget like the one we have right now.
But he's confident lawmakers will come back around in the end.
I said even when they made the decision on transportation, and I thought the budget that will ultimately pass on transportation will be very similar to what we initially proposed.
For the McIver Institute, I'm Bill Osmulski.